Alright guys, here's what I got. Lard, tallow, big beef. Don't want to use lard for what I'm fixing to do. I want to use tallow. Lard's too thick, gets in there, just didn't work. Tallow, which will, and the other one will, I guess it would, but we're not going to use it. What I'm going to do with it is just put smidgen like so. Work it into my little rag. Nothing major. My scrap rag. Then we're going to put it on the bow we're making. We're going to work it all in. Everywhere that I can get it. Put it in to the wood. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but it really starts to put a shine to it. But that's not the purpose for this, so don't get excited. I'm going to do the whole bow, front and back, and then I'll get back to the next step. If you guys can see what it's done for the wood, I mean, we're nowhere near done with this bow. It's just another process into it. But you can kind of see what it's done is it's put a protective coating inside of it for one, but it also is going to get down into that wood. But when I heat it, it'll be more bendable. I'm not sure if I can get it in the camera or not, but we can step back a little bit. But she's got some good snap spring into it. Cedar's probably one of the hardest woods to work with. I'm going with a different design with this one. Normally cedar would be more wide and flat, a short bow. I'm actually going to try for my first long bow, actually, out of it. You can kind of see how it's still got the rough on the back. I'm not going to do anything to that backing. It is what it is. But we're going to start heating it. Probably not going to do it the traditional way. Take it outside, build a fire, roll it through it, do this and that. Probably going to just take it, and I'm going to decide here in a minute because I've done it before. Hang it strung up over a nail, let it heat gradually, and then it kind of gets that bend to where it's kind of in there. But we'll see in a minute. So I'll decide on that in a second. Alright guys, here's what I decided to do. I've kind of fooled a little bit, and I'll go to the other side. Got the tallow on it. I'm using what I have in hand. I've got a fire. It's there. It's hot. I'm just slowly sticking it all the way back in just to heat it up. I do not want to scorch it anywhere. Pulling it out gradually, working the wood to give it a bend. You can see just that little bit. I don't know if you can tell it or not, but she's already given a small bend. This is a process that's going to go on for about 30 or 40 minutes. So you get the idea. Do not scorch it. What I mean by scorching is do not get it hot to where it browns. If it browns, you need to file that out. Lose a few pounds off the bow if you have to. Doesn't matter, because if you don't, that dry spot's going to break. So tallow, it helps it keep from scorching as well. do one side, then the other, and repeat. So we'll be back in a few minutes, see a shape shaving it. Alright, as we can see, she's starting to take shape. I've got to get this wood here heated up to bring it down a little over here. I don't remember if I mentioned it in the series that I was doing with it, but it's just a little on the crooked side. She's not done. That's not all the, I don't know, I guess tillering or whatever they call it. I mean, it's not what all I'm going to do. I've got to come down a little bit more here. My fire, I put some more logs in there to get some more coals. I don't, with my fire, even when I'm doing it outside, I put it over the coals. It's less likely to scorch because I can kind of keep it up higher. That flame doesn't touch any of the wood. I've never done it actually in that wood stove, and I've seen it and I thought, well, why not? So, but we'll be back. She's kind of coming along. You can kind of see that bend in it already. I did string it back up with my trusty boot lace just to see how well it does, and she's got a lot of spring to it. I didn't fire an arrow or anything to it because I still got some shaving to do, smoothing it down, finding the spots that are a little crooked and stuff like that. But just back to heating it. That's it.